Hey guys, there isn't an interview that I do that people don't ask, what's the best chirp that you've ever given? What's the best chirp that you've ever heard? And the art of chirping, how do you go about it? And some things are just too nasty to even say because of where we are in the world right now. Certainly in the 80s and junior and 90s, it got pretty ugly. Being said to me, things that I said. To me, the best chirpers are always the most quick-witted, can think really quick and respond. Don't let things get to them. Always, people are like, wow, did anyone ever get under your skin? No, because I did it for a living. That's what I did. I tried to piss people off so much that they would take penalties. So when guys chirped me or said whatever it was, it never bothered me because I knew what they were trying to do and I wasn't going to succumb to being that guy that let words get under my skin. Some guys were easier than others. You know, Chris Simon, we had some great battles with. He's the guy that got me probably the best, and all he said was, how's your dad? I was chirping all about his family and a lot of different things, but all he did was return and say, how's your dad? And for anyone that knows me, I never knew my dad. So I went to the penalty box, I'm like dumbfounded, like, man, that one got me. Man, he really got me. We had the same agent, Larry Kelly, who I talked to just the other day. And I was like, after the game, I'm like, Larry, did you tell him that I didn't have a dad? Because no one knows this. This isn't like public knowledge. There was no internet back then. He's like, no, and I'm like, wow, he got me good. He's like, wow, yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. For all those out there in the chirping world, especially hockey, I don't think anyone, well, football does chirp a lot too. But hockey, it's crazy. And back then it was absolutely not. The best chirps are always the truthful ones. I had a guy call me a pussy. You won't fight this guy, whatever. Listen, I can get beat up by anything. I'm not afraid to do that. But I did respond because I did date this guy's girlfriend before he married her in junior. He was a Chicago player. I'm not going to name the player, but I was just like, you know, I'm way better than you were, right? And if you ever have any questions on how she likes it, I can tell you. Now, this is right in front of his bench, and literally Doug Gilmore came onto the ice. He's like, was it? And I was like, oh yeah. He's like, oh, she's gorgeous. She's gorgeous. So that was a good one. That one's hurt. Always know who you're chirping, and if they can come back and sting you even harder. Players that get traded to your team. If I ever have a player get traded to my team from Philadelphia, the first thing I'm going to do is ask, give me the dirt on Eric Lindros. Give me the dirt on whoever. So you have that intel, because the truthful ones will really sting and they really, really, really hurt. One time, a coach was yelling at me that I wouldn't fight one of his players. I can't name the player because this chirp was really bad. This guy played in the 80s, and all I did was look at him and say, thank God you're not on the ice, because you would be sniffing the blue line and the red line and we wouldn't be able to play the game. Well, this coach almost lost his mind. Their tough guy came up. He goes, I have to ask you to fight. But I absolutely love that chirp. It was awesome. That was a pretty good one. He forgave me. Now we are friends, so it's all good. Some of the funny ones or the easy ones, I should say, are the guys that get called up from the minors, the tough guys, and they're like, hey, let's fight. You won't fight me. I'm like, dude, you'll be riding a bus back to Wilkes-Barre or Hershey next week and turn around. We don't even know your name. So those ones are always really easy, and you can really goat guys that get called up because they are so eager to make an impression on their teammates, and beating up Matthew Barnaby, that's going to go a long way. Most of the time I would just suck them into penalties and chirp them and make them feel really bad about themselves. So my favorite chirp that I ever had that was clean pretty well, and one that I can really say, Kenny Johnson, former first rounder for the New York Islanders. I'm playing for Pittsburgh and he comes by our bench. And I'm like, Kenny, and this guy's the quietest, nicest guy. But Kenny had an acne problem. He was 18 years old. He had like the red with the white on his face. And I go, Kenny! And he looks over, I'm like, in North America, we eat the pizza. We don't sleep in it. It was very good. I don't know why. The guy never did anything to me. He kind of just looked at me and was like, that's mean. Didn't say it, but you could tell it in his face that it really did hurt him. All the guys on the bench are laughing. My coach is laughing. It's pretty funny, but yeah, those days are done. And now I'm at the point that I will not attack someone unless attacked. And if you attack me, just be ready for what's coming your way. Cheers.